Hello everyone. Today we will be diving deep into an exciting and important research area that is leveraging large language models or LLMs for mental health detection. I'm Ashley Manglani and I'll be guiding you through insights derived from this research paper, and this is a medium article that I've written which is a summary of the research paper. Let's first take a look at the introduction. So, the paper majorly focuses on the critical global research area for detecting and intervening in mental health issues, specifically exploring the potential of LLMs. We also use we also classify mental health problems into three different categories, and we examine them for current research, data set, and evaluation metrics. We also highlight some important obstacles, restrictions, and potential lines of inquiry in this emerging field. Background and importance. Mental health disorders are among the most pressing global health concerns affecting nearly 1 billion individuals worldwide, including about 14% of adolescents. These disorders profoundly impact daily life, influencing productivity, interpersonal relationships, and overall quality of life. Economically, the repercussions are enormous, with approximately 12 billion workdays lost annually due to conditions like depression and anxiety, translating into nearly $1 trillion in economic losses annually, a number projected to surge to $16 trillion by 2030. Given these alarming figures, early detection and proactive intervention becomes not only necessary but critical. As we can see, these are some statistics directly from the research paper. Globally, half of all individuals will experience or have experienced a mental health disorder, and it has become a significant challenge. And its impact really is becoming concerning. How does social media play a role here? So, social media has become an essential platform for mental order disorder detection due to its rapid development and widespread use. User generated content on these platforms reflect daily lives, emotional fluctuations, and psychological states, providing a vast amount of real time information. We take a deep look into the datasets further ahead. Now, the potential of large language models in this research area. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Reddit have emerged as powerful data sources, providing vast amount of emotionally rich real-time user content. This content offers unique insight into people's psychological states and daily emotional fluctuations. Large language models such as GPT, Llama, and DeepSeek have become instrumental in analyzing these extensive and complex dataset due to their advanced linguistic understanding. LLMs utilize transformer architectures and self-attention mechanism, effectively capturing syntactic and semantic and contextual nuances within social media text, which enables precisely psychological assessment and sophisticated sentiment analysis. Taking a look at the framework, the research outlines a structured framework leveraging LLMs to analyze social media content effectively. First, LLMs process and assess emotionally charged user generated content such as posts or stories, identifying linguistic and emotional indicators of mental health symptoms. Following symptom detection, these models correlate symptoms with known clinical criteria to identify potential disorders. Finally, LLMs provide coherent and insightful explanation that can assist clinicians, enhancing diagnostic accuracy and timelines of interventions. This structured approach could significantly transform mental health monitoring and early intervention practices. Now let's take a look at classification of these disorders. The research paper has classified this into three main distinct groups. The first one is emotional internalization disorders, which include conditions such as depression, anxiety, and is characterized by persistent negative emotional states, frequent use of negative vocabulary, mentions of self-harm, and signs of social withdrawal. This this has by far been the most researched area. The second one is psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia, present more severe cognitive disruptions, including hallucinations and delusions, which can manifest as disorganized and erratic bursts. This is still this research area is still a work in progress. Externalizing disorders such as conduct disorders are identified by aggressive, impulsive, and rule breaking behaviors, frequently reflected through hostile interactions and aggressive language on social media platforms. And this is by far the least researched area till now. Here we have a kind of diagram that shows the frequent use of some statements which could show which type of mental disorder it is. Let's take a quick look at application of LLMs in each of the specific disorders. In detecting depression and suicide risk, initial studies relied on pre-trained models like BERT and ROBERTA. However, newer methodologies involving GPT-4 and MentalBot employ fine-tuning and longitudinal user-level analysis, tracking how users' language patterns change over time, providing a more accurate mental health picture. Research into psychotic disorders, particularly schizophrenia, is still developing but shows substantial potential, with LLMs demonstrating effectiveness in recognizing subtle linguistic cues and emotional shifts crucial for early detection. Externalizing order research remains limited, primarily due to challenges distinguishing specific pathological behavior from general online aggression. Nevertheless, ongoing research is focusing on enhancing LLM capability through multimodal data integration and advanced contextual analysis to improve accuracy and reliability. The dataset and evaluation metrics. The dataset commonly employed in mental health detection originated predominantly from Reddit and Twitter. These datasets support various classification tasks ranging from simple binary classification like distinguishing depressive from non-depressive content to more nuanced multi-level classification such as determining depression severity and suicide risk levels. Evaluating LLM effectiveness involves a comprehensive set of metrics, including accuracy, precision, sensitivity, specificity, recall, FN score, ROC curves, precision recall curves, area under curve, and kappa statistics, all ensuring a robust assessment across diverse analytical scenarios. This is a table that shows various sources from which the data was taken and a rough estimate of the dataset size. The dataset was across all types of formats such as text data, audio data, image data, and multimodal data. Future scope and conclusion. Looking ahead, several promising research directions could significantly enhance LLM applications in mental health detection. These include increasing predictive accuracy, enhancing model interpretability and explainability, and exploring the integration of multimodal and cross platform data. Additionally, innovations like RAG and knowledge graphs could personalize mental health interventions, further refining predictive models. It's crucial that future research addresses ethical considerations, privacy concerns, and ensures these technological interventions remain safe and reliable for users. This is a presentation further explaining the Medium article summary that we just saw. So, as we saw that the paper provided a comprehensive summary of the current state of research in applying LLMs for detection of mental health disorders. And we also saw that these mental health issues are significant challenges globally, affecting nearly 1 billion people worldwide and 14% of adolescents. And due to this, economic cost the loss in economic cost is substantial, with an estimated of 12 billion workdays lost due to depression and anxiety. The key idea that the paper focused on was that social media platforms are highlighted as crucial source of data for mental health research due to immense volume of real-time emotionally charged and personal content shared by users. Users often post emotionally charged content on social media platforms. By analyzing this content, LLMs can not only identify symptoms of mental disorders but also diagnose potential diseases based on symptoms and provide reasonable explanations. The role of LLMs here was to process large volumes of text data and analyze effectively using models like GPT, Llama, and DeepSeek, understand the syntactic, semantic, and contextual subtleties of social media content, and the ability to use transformer architecture and self-attention process to do out tasks like text classification, sentiment analysis, and psychological evaluations. The mental disorders were classified into three parts: emotional internalization disorders, psychotic disorders, and externalizing disorders. Emotional internalization disorders such as depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder, psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia, which includes hallucinations or delusions, and externalizing disorders such as aggressive behavior. Then we focused a little bit into each research area. We saw that LLMs in depression suicide detection is by far the most researched area. The LLMs in psychotic disorder detection is less developed, but the research in this field has been promising. And LLM in externalizing disorder detection is the current study field is limited because of the challenge to differentiate externalizing tendencies from ordinary online hostility and violence. The dataset used for mental health analysis were primarily sourced from Reddit, Twitter. They support tasks like binary classification and multi-level classification, and the common used evaluation metrics were ROC, F1 score, recall, accuracy, precision, and kappa statistics. This is a short summary of uh, from where the datasets were gathered. For future scope, the paper suggests several avenues such as improving direct prediction capabilities, integrating diverse LLMs and models, exploring multimodal and cross-platform data. The survey offers a thorough analysis of using LLM to identify mental illness social media, emphasizing the development advantage and disadvantage of models, datasets, and techniques.